Hello friends, and welcome to Rocky Mountain Gardens 2025. If you're new here, if this is your first time, I give you a special welcome. My name is Mary, and we do everything pertaining to gardening and home here at my channel. Well, we're expecting the Arctic air to push down here where I live in Colorado this evening. So I can't do any work outside, even though the other day I did go and buy some compost, bags of compost to put in my garden for the spring. I'm stocking up early. So what are we going to do today? Well, I'm going to give you a tour of my home with its everyday decorations. Not a theme at all, just lots of things that I've collected thrifting. Many of them are vintage. I have some family pieces. I thought I would just make a video like this because I haven't done it before. Usually I'm decorating for one of the seasons. So I thought you might like to see, what does my home look like every day? If you've ever been wondering about decorating your home, I encourage you to take a look at my video, and I hope you can learn and get some inspiration from it today. So here we go. Well, here I am again, starting at my front door. And I do have this light on, which makes it kind of bright, but I thought I would share with you a little bit of my gallery wall here in the living room space. I really enjoy this shelf that's right by my front door, since I don't actually have an entryway to my home. In fact, when you come in, you're faced with stairs going straight on up to the second floor. In here you can see that pillar that I refinished a while back with a piece of milk glass holding ivy and pine cones. This toe painted plate here is made of wood, and I actually like it quite a lot. It was a gift from my two aunts, and I'm not sure where they found it, but anyway, it always makes me think of them. They were the sweetest women, played a big part in the lives of my cousins and brother and sister and everyone in our family. They never married, and they never had their own children, but they always said that we were their children, all of us cousins. The green quilt that you see on this love seat was thrifted, and this little table I've mentioned before was thrifted. I actually had an accident with this table and broke it, so I had to repair it, but I did refinish it also. And I'll show you in another video later this year how I redid it. The blue scarf that you see on the top of the table was purchased in Germany when I lived there. It's made of real silk, quite beautiful. Lots of details on it. Oh, and I wanted to share this little chicken that a friend of mine made for me. She crocheted this little chicken, and it's sitting on a nest. Isn't that quite something? Oh my goodness, she is so darling. And if you followed me for a while, you know how much I love chickens. It's just perfect for my wintertime everyday decor. So that is my living room space. And now let's walk over here to my dining room. As you can see, I'm filming in the evening around dinner time, And I always like to do that because you can really appreciate the beautiful candlelight. Let me turn down the lights a bit. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh my goodness. There's nothing like candlelight in the winter on these dark days. Now over here I have a large arrangement that I did, and I'm keeping out any pastel colors until spring comes along, and you know that will happen before we know it. So on my sofa cabinet, I just have some things I've collected while thrifting the past few years. Of course, more chickens here, and underneath this beautiful cloche that I got thrifting as well. Is that not the most beautiful cloche? Can you see here? It has a little bird on the top for, you know, the handle. Isn't that something? I fell in love with that. Oh my goodness. I couldn't grab that quick enough while I was at the thrift store. Coming around over here, I have a, you know, a green and white, kind of plainer looking wreath for my mirror. And then on the table here, this is actually an Amish little handmade rug that I got when I lived in Kansas, and I have cherished that ever since. I bought it when my daughter was just a baby. Okay, enjoy the candlelight, friends. Isn't it gorgeous? Just makes me so happy. So think about using candles in the wintertime if you have not done that in the past. As you can see, my decorating is simpler than, for example, at Christmas time, if you happen to see that home tour. But I feel like, at least this year, it was time to bring out some of my thrifted treasures and family pieces, like I said earlier in the video. Because this is a thrifted doily, which I just love using. This plate was thrifted, of course, and this silver piece was from my aunt's. And then I recently found this antler, I think at an antique store. And over here in the back of the dining room, I have this small cabinet. And you know, I really liked it when I saw it in the thrift store, and I wondered what it was used for. And then I saw someone else posting a photo of a similar cabinet, and it was used, let's see, I forget the exact name. I'll put it on the screen here for you, but it was used for storing tobacco and cigars, for example. And then, as always, here are my collection of houseplants for you to see. And then we'll look back here at the dining room table. Just love the candlelight. All right. Well, now we'll walk back here toward the kitchen area in my library, and we'll get started on that. Here we're entering the kitchen, and you can see my collection of rolling pins there, and this little vintage chair that I refinished. And I have a surprise. I decided to sort of spend my savings and buy these rugs to sort of make my kitchen more colorful, I guess, is what I'm thinking. What do you think of them? Are they looking nice in this dark kitchen? So I just have a simple display here, and as you can see, a couple of my candles have run out of their battery juice and are not working right now. And of course, I ran out of AA batteries for this video. Up on top of my green cabinet here, we have some more candles. This is a little pitcher and bowl. Let me show you the plate that goes with it. Isn't that cute? It's just a little tiny one, but I thought it was darling and decided to buy it. Here's my little mama mouse with her baby baking acorn cookies. I think I've shown her to you before, but I just think she is darling. And then over here is one of my favorite swans that I was able to find thrifting. And this lovely silver framed mirror, which also is a beveled mirror, which I simply love. So that's the top of my cabinet there. Now over here on top of my fridge, I've featured this large rooster that I bought years ago. And I've kept my baskets up on top of the cabinets up here with some Crocs and a few other treasures. It's much more simple than what you saw at Christmas time, isn't it? And then here, I just have a couple of things out for my coffee area, my stove, and then over in this corner, I have a few things that I've collected. That cute Better Homes and Gardens cookbook and a vintage jar right here. I forgot what this is called. It's a butterball, maybe? You might know. You can tell me down in the comments if you know its name. But it's something that you can use to store your butter out on the counter with. And then I got this lovely teapot. As I'm always searching for more. It's always the best to find another fun teapot. There you can see a bit of my sort of dreary backyard with no leaves on the trees. I just have a few more things that I've collected, including these pictures that are part of my creamer collection. Now, on this side, you all know that this is my library. So let me give you an overview of the space. We have a checkered tablecloth here on the table with some vintage wooden bowls and a chamber stick to hold my candle. Here you can see some of my book collection and this little magazine stand that I finished here. I think I've shown you before this picture of my mother's family. They were farmers in southern Illinois. Great photos from the olden days. And guys, I found this lovely globe thrifting also. Really sets the mood for the library feel that I have going on in this room. Another globe up on top of this black bookcase. And then, you know, I've added these covers for my chairs to make them look more, as one of my friends said, more granny-like. So let's take a look over here at the kitchen. You can see the overall effect. And then I'll come back around here for a look at the library. And guys, I have an important question to ask you all. Could you please tell me what you would think if I painted this wall unit? These are built-in bookcases. What would you think if I painted them black, completely black? The backs right now are a light blue and the rest of it is white. but I'm very seriously considering painting it black. I'm not sure when I would get around to it because I have a lot going on this year and in the springtime, but I would really love your opinion if you could let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about it? Oh, and one last close-up that I wanted to share with you is this set of Matryoshka dolls from Russia. Those same aunts that gave me the toll painted plate also brought these back from Russia for me when I was a little girl. And they're getting a little faded, but oh my gosh, I really treasure them. And this florography book here on my mantle, I love it. It is a book that takes various flowers and explains the meaning for them. If you're giving flowers as a gift, you know, for sympathy or for friendship, celebration of some type, it tells you in this book which flower has a special meaning for those different occasions or events. I put my wreath back up above the fireplace. So here's an overall look at my library one last time. And guys, I'm wishing you a wonderful winter time. Enjoy the warmth of your homes. And of course, we're all looking forward to spring. But I just want to say thank you so very much for stopping by my channel to see my home tour. And I hope to see you again next time. So this is Mary saying bye for now.